Welcome back to the Rocktone, guys. Today we're sharing a few excerpts from our recent Silverchair video, discussing the formative years of the band and the comparisons that often come with any young band's success.
And aside from possibly AC/DC or Parkway Drive, they are one of the biggest Aussie rock acts to cross the pond. So they handled their young success more than adequately, I'd say. Formed in 1992, originally calling themselves Innocent Criminals, they consisted of lead singer/guitarist Daniel Johns, Ben Gillies behind the drums, and bassist Chris Joannou. They got their break after winning Australia's national Pick Me competition, allowing the band to professionally record their Tomorrow single and even shoot a music video. The track spent 6 weeks at #1 on the area music charts, and once more re-recorded after signing with Murmur Records, it went on to become 1995's most played rock radio single in the States. With Frog Stomp going 6 times platinum in their home country, it also quickly went double platinum here stateside. This was against a stacked field of massive grunge albums, no less. Alice in Chains had just released their Jar of Flies EP, including No Excuses and I Stay Away. Soundgarden with Super Unknown, containing their signature song Black Hole Sun, not to mention the nearly 7 times platinum MTV Unplugged in New York from Nirvana. That last band being one in which Silverchair would receive constant comparisons. Both bands being 3 pieces for the most part. Both had thin-framed singers with long blonde hair and boyish charm, as well as the angsty lyrics each would include into their albums. Check out this clip of Daniel Johns discussing their constant Nirvana comparisons.
There's a lot of comparisons to Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and Nirvana and whoever else is from Seattle. It just started getting really annoying after a while.
In fairness, the comparison wasn't entirely off base. Both bands had a raw, unpolished sound that resonated with disaffected youth. Check out Nirvana's Tourette's, for example, and then listen to Silverchair's Lie to Me, and that is meant in no way to knock Silverchair. With both bands having fairly large catalogs of music, at least 1 or 2 songs are bound to be very similar. Now let's talk about the pressures of fame, which is overwhelming at any age, even more so at an age where you're just beginning to find yourself and who you plan to eventually become. Silverchair's rapid ascent was far from just being a fairy tale. Imagine juggling high school exams with international tours and media obligations. Daniel Johns, in particular, found the pressure overwhelming. In an interview, he confessed, "As our popularity grew, so did people's expectations. When you're a guy in a band, everyone thinks you should be happily swimming in girls. But it's just not that way. Being a rock star sounds like a lot of fun, right? Getting paid stacks of cash, preferential treatment everywhere, and access to any and everything you thought you ever wanted. It rarely, if ever, is that simple. Let me paint this scenario instead. Your label is..."
Click the link in our description for our full Silverchair band history video. Thanks, guys. And make sure you're subscribed for future releases.